It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know it. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Wolf, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King, the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Ringed red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The King took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King, left none living, unable to tell. The King took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the King. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The King is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the King. On your knees to the King. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Hey, Graveyard Shift 2 was really, really good. It's one of my favorite Comicsgate books that I've ever read. I really, really enjoyed it. I keep saying that. I meant I didn't realize how much I like Mark Poulton's writing. but I do. He writes a pretty good action superhero yarn. I'm tempted to check out his other project, which looks Sea Dog. It looks pretty cool as well. Codename Kill Switch.
Just another boring day where nothing changes, everything was normal till you came running up my street, and you ran so fast I was taken by the flash. Then you came and brought me here, you locked me here, you locked me in your basement, and you told me you loved me, and I said I loved you too, and it happened all so fast I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that passed. If I'd have known this day would be all I taken by the flash. My mother and my father, they both warned me when they said you were unstable. But your jawline and your brown eyes, they were more than I could take, and it happened all so fast I was taken by the flash. 'Now we both gone missing, and we're kissing till the police come to find us. Is it wrong that I like it, and I don't wanna go back home? And it happened all so fast I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that passed. If I'd have known this day would be all I taken by the flash. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just
What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King. This is the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club, episode 64. Today we're talking about Ready or Not. Joining me, my co-host, one of my co-hosts, Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
What's going on?
And we also got the most positive man I know. Some call him E. James Botta. We call him Enrico. What's up, Enrico?
Bada bing.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? How's it going on this wonderful Sunday?
Yes, sir.
Doing great, man. Doing great. And we're joined by a new face on the Horror Club. We got Mark Yoon with us. What's up,
There
Mark?
he is. Look at him.
What's up, you sexy bastards?
Good night.
Got like a professional setup and everything. Look at him, man.
We got
Looks
we got a smaller crowd than normal watching right now. Only 14 people, but I'm sure it'll pick up. We're up against the NFL right now. All the major networks all summer long, they were like, what can we do to compete against the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club? And they were like, let's put football on. That'll that'll defeat them.
It's a damn shame too, because it's a good movie this week too. So
I posted it on my Discord, and none of those nerds watch football, so we might get an influx of Yoon lovers.
Nice. But of course, the most loyal member of the chat is already here. He's been here probably since noon. I'm talking about the one, the only. Ice pick Mark Penguin. This was at noon. Throwing up the fire. He also says different conventions yesterday, but I still watched the movie and am here.
You're amazing.
We appreciate you, Mark Penguin.
what conventions? Like which one?
Yeah, give us some details in the chat, Mark.
Yeah, man.
Mark's also saying the book of the year launches this Friday, October 4th on Ballers. He's talking about Writhe Payne, book 2 by me and Chris Graves. I don't think Chris realizes we do a horror show every Wednesday. Otherwise, I know he would be right here.
He's busy working on the Writhe Payne 2 book. So
That's true. I've been working on that Indiegogo page all day. He's sending me artwork as he completes it. So I know he's hard at work. I just like to give him a hard time.
yeah,
And,
you can't blame the Eagles game because they played earlier and got spanked. So
Oh man, I turned that on. I thought the game just started. I turned it on and it was 21-0. I was like, wow.
I'm sure he's not happy. So
Did the Eagles win or no?
they got spanked, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark also says, watch the new trailer with that fire Chris Graves art. Yeah, I made a new trailer for the campaign. You know what? I think that would be perfect promotion. Let's play it right now.
Fire it up.
Writhe Payne 2 by Poulton and Graves launching this Friday night with the Ballers. Mandy Summers, Shane Davis, and Dale Keown. What a launch. Thank you. It goes out to them for having us on.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Amazing.
Here we go. There we go. What was that thing afterwards? That was crazy.
Your search history, Mark? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't even know what that was, man.
I think it was from Porky's. It looked like it.
It looks like the shower, right?
Yeah, the shower scene.
Yeah.
My first rated R movie, by the way. Porky's.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Missy about that. Like, I feel like the first rated R movie I saw was like The Shining, maybe.
Okay.
It was on Prism.
All right.
I remember the naked woman getting out of the shower and then her body decaying, and I was like scarred.
Yeah, that was a rough one to see when you were, of a young age, right?
Yeah, my first boobs, and then that.
And there's another weird scene in there with the, you got the guy dressed up as a bear or something, and
the bear
in front of him. Yeah, there's lots of weird shit in there. The two girls in the hallway.
But I got to be honest, when I first saw that bear scene, Rico, like I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, you don't know, like you don't know when you're younger. You're like you don't know, but you know.
Now you know.
No, it's you don't know, but you kind of know. Like
right.
Like something's really wrong.
Mine was either Fist of the North Star or Game of Death, the Bruce Lee movie.
Oh,
I was like 4 or 5.
Is Fist of the North Star rated R?
The anime, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I remember I watched that too. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
The live action Fist of the North Star, that was produced by the same person that optioned my teen comedy back in 2001.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Was that the one I just did a graphic novel for, and then I flaked out on it?
No.
Oh
yeah. That was the one.
Give me back my stuff, right?
Yeah.
I still have like maybe 4 or 5 pages of that sitting in a folder.
Yeah. The producer invited me out to his mansion in Hollywood Hills, and he gave me a tour of Hollywood. And he pointed out the bar where he did coke with Chris Penn to get him to sign on to Fist of the North Star. I was like, why am I here? What?
I almost want to revisit that book because it was really fun to work. I did all the character designs for it. Yeah.
Give me back my stuff. What that was a crazy part of my life. I thought I was going to be the next Kevin Smith. I don't know.
Maybe you still can. Maybe.
Well, that's Hollywood for you. You know? That's Hollywood.
Building our own Hollywood here. We're building our own comics revolution and a movie revolution.
Yeah.
On a pizza, East Coast, baby.
Mm-hmm. Mark Penger says, "Don't be a bum back type 1 because insulin ain't cheap." I know. Sean got a new page in from Dan Kemp today, so I'm sure I'll be showing that off soon. Mark also says, even though Mike McMahon picked pumpkins that one time, back his new book to support EJ Morse. EJ did that awesome sketchbook for us that's available in the campaign. So go check that out as well. Here's something Mark pointed out. New poll in the chat. Pick next week's movie. I let the chat decide. I gave him 2 choices. Nice. I gave him a serious movie called You're Next, or a fun movie called Cutting Class, starring a young Brad Pitt.
Oh my God. Next is like the movie that popped up right after you finished watching Ready or Not on Tubi. It's like the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, recommend it. Yeah. Well, is Cutting Class a horror film, Mark, or is that?
Yeah. You know what? We'll watch the trailer right now because in the poll there's an early lead for Cutting Class. It's 60% Cutting Class.
Oh wow, I never heard of it.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer. I'll share it right now. Cutting Class. This is 1989, I want to say.
Was just another ordinary, dull, and boring semester at Worley High.
Attention, faculty and students. This is Mr. Dante, your principal.
The classrooms were in disorder.
As of today, you're suspended.
Relationships were impossible.
Not until your grades improve.
And the teachers were insane. But this year was going to be different. Someone was going to teach a lesson no one would forget, ever.
By the way, I'm staring at you.
Get shocked every day he was in the hospital. Every single day. How could they do that to him? I like you, Paula. I really do.
Leave Paula and me alone.
Are you telling me the truth?
I'm trying.
What is this? Survival class?
Please, everyone, stay calm. Kids are missing. A teacher's missing. We stay calm and we'll all be dead. Help! Help! You understand English?
Was it a teenager in distress or a murderer in disguise?
Don't kill me.
I'm the only teacher that you'll remember.
Donovan Leitch, Jill Schoelen, Brad Pitt, Roddy McDowell, and Martin Mull.
On the floor.
In this school, you don't die trying. You just die. Cutting class.
The school is closed.
I kind of want to watch that. That looks hilarious.
I feel like there's no contest.
That looks awesome.
We got to be fair. We got to play the other trailer too. Next up, You're Next. I heard great things about You're Next.
I don't think I saw that either, Mark.
Let's give it a play.
I think of Bolo Young from Bloodsport. You're next.
I just want you all to know how much it means to us that you're all here.
Thanks to Mom and Dad.
Beautiful.
Just a perfect day.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for Thy food and help us to do our part with kind words and loving deeds.
Amen.
Amen. Gets dark, we come
What is that?
Get away from the window! What is happening?
I don't see anyone.
Why would anybody do this? They've been watching us for days. This wasn't a random attack.
Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on.
Looks cool.
There
to
you
me.
go.
It
You're
was
next.
good, but it didn't have a responsible girlfriend that wasn't going to sleep with her boyfriend unless he got his grades up. So I still vote for the first one.
Just that alone, yeah.
Let's see how the polls going. Still 60% cutting class. All right. So
Brad Pitt power right there.
Yeah, Brad Pitt wins.
It's probably the biggest star power we've ever had on the show.
I don't think he wants people to know about it, but you know.
Mark says Dexter respects the chat, so respect Dex and buy his book, Beast of Blood Island. Dex, what's the latest on Beast of Blood Island?
same old, Mark. You know, I keep asking Steve to send more new stuff, but yeah, we plan on you know, adding some stuff to the tiers and everything as well.
Awesome.
So
Amanda B says, how can I decide without trailers? There you go. Hopefully she's still here. I know she had to take off, and she said she did not watch the movie. So
we'll see. On the road.
Yeah.
You missed out. Was it good?
Mark says, I'm sure I'll play both trailers later on. Penguin knows me so well.
Prophetic.
It's scripted, right, Mark?
Amanda B says he knows more than weeb stuff. Is he talking about you? Is she talking about you, Mark?
Probably.
Yeah.
Chris isn't here, and we're like I mean, Dex is a weeb too. He likes Dragon Ball and stuff. So is Enrico. We're all weebs here.
Not much knowledge as you.
Dex is like, speak for yourself, man.
Then Yoon has all the knowledge, though. So.
Mark Penguin was at Hall of Fame CityCon in Canton to meet Mirage Studios' first employee, Steve Levine, and got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles related sketch. That's awesome.
Oh, sweet.
We got Raul in the house. He says, "Hey, what's up, man?"
What up, Raul?
Mark also did Jeff Smith's Cartoon Crossroads Columbus Festival to check out Artist Alley and stand in line for 3 hours to meet Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. Wow, that's dedication, man.
Yeah.
I think the only person I waited in line that long was when Dex made me wait in line for Art the Clown.
Was it 3 hours?
It felt like 8 hours, to be honest.
It was long. Yeah, it was long.
I was sitting on that dirty floor. I was so tired.
It was worth it in the end, though. So.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think will be longer? His line at that con, or the line coming up for the next Monster Mania, where he's doing the Insana photo op?
Probably. I don't know. It's tough to say. Like, I don't know if it's going to be before the movie or after the movie.
Yeah, I mean, the crazes just keep getting, for Terrifiers, just getting bigger and bigger. What video game was he just added to?
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Incredible, man.
Yeah.
I miss Monster Mania. I used to go every year.
It's a good show.
I'm glad. I like that they do one of the shows in Oaks, PA now, because Cherry Hill was like
crazy,
a disaster to go to.
Yeah, you can't move.
I went a few times, and it got
the parking was terrible.
Yeah.
They
did a new thing this year, Mark, where they had the parking. You can park at the church down the street, and they had a shuttle. So they shuttle you back and forth now, but still, parking's ridiculous.
My favorite memory is we saw Lance Hendrickson, and I guess he liked me a lot, so he took me out back and he gave me a cigarette to smoke with him and talk to me for like 25 minutes. And I was like, I don't even smoke, but I'll smoke as Lance Hendrickson. Like,
right.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Penguin says current Batman writer Chip Zdarsky was also there, but I have already met him several times. We got a
cool show.
Corey Barton in the house.
KB in the house.
Amanda says, "Wait, I'm the only non-weeb here? Dang, why am I here?" Amanda says, "Just don't ask me Dragon Ball Z questions or any anime stuff."
Wait, I mean,
I feel
honestly,
betrayed.
I've never seen one episode of Dragon Ball.
I saw that recent movie they had in theaters. My son wanted to see it, so I took him to see that.
Yeah, I like other anime stuff, obviously, but like just Dragon Ball was just one of those ones I never.
It's the grandfather, man.
I never saw. Yeah. It's weird.
I started anime with that and Fist of the North Star. That's why I like it so much. It's like part of my personality. It's baked in. I can't do anything about it.
A lot of people say that too. Graves says that too. But I just like I don't know why it like eluded.
Didn't catch you.
Not on purpose. It just eluded me.
It's been running for a long time, right, Yoon?
Yeah, came out in 1984.
Wow. Yeah.
It's one of those things, like sometimes you run into people that never saw Star Wars,
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know what's funny about that is I didn't get into Star Wars. Like I've seen them all, but I didn't really like them until recently. And then I just picked them all up on Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. I think because like my brother's a really big Star Wars fan. And my thing with that is like, I don't like to step on anybody's toes. So that was my brother's thing, but I watched them and I'm like, I forgot how good these movies are. Like they're so good.
Yeah. I mean, as far as anime goes, like Fist of the North Star, I really loved.
That was my first.
Come on, what about Akira?
I think my first group of them was Fist of the North Star, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and Vampire Hunter D. And Vampire Hunter D was like my favorite.
Oh yeah, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is like 10 out of 10.
I love that. Yeah, it's a good
great.
One, but yeah.
I got to check. He's like, what the hell you guys?
You guys might as well be speaking another language to me.
Mark's like, are those Pokemons you're talking about?
Or TMC, man.
Pokemon, at least I would have a little knowledge of from my son.
Your son's into that.
Yeah. But there's one more campaign I want to share before we get into a movie talk. First, Penguin says Enrico is definitely a Vampire Hunter D fan. I would assume.
Yeah.
Amanda says you guys are killing me. Corey says Berserk is the best.
Berserk is amazing.
Yeah.
Corey says Pokemon sucks.
Don't tell Chase that.
Yeah, Chase has almost outgrown it by now. Yeah.
What's his secret? I still pay too much money for all those stupid games.
Yeah.
So, one thing I wanted to shout out: the American Ninja X U.S. Assassin action figure campaign launching soon. I just got in. I bought a couple action figure 1/12 scale play sets because we're going to film the commercial at my house. I'm going to have both Chases, playing with the figures like an old school G.I. Joe commercial. So I bought this one play set. I got out some of my G.I. Joe classifieds. I had a couple Snake Eyes, loose Snake Eyes figures. So I took a little fig photography. I wanted to share it. I think the playset looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
If I can just find where I posted it. No, where is it? That's crazy. It's not showing up. Let me try again. Usually, so there's a share screen and it has all your open tabs, but it's not showing up.
Where'd you get the play sets from? Did you order?
I bought it off. So it's called Extreme Sets. It's a company that makes play sets for figure photography.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it off Amazon because the Amazon price was actually cheaper than the website price.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Now it's showing up. Here's the picture I took from the playset.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this could be a lot of fun. This was just I got the playset in. I assembled it on my kitchen table, and then added figures. Because I feel like two Snake Eyes. That's kind of what these figures. We keep saying Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, but yeah, I'll add I'll burn a little incense and get some smoke going. Add the lighting in the basement, and I think the footage will look incredible.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So,
what's the wolf from?
That's Timber, Snake Eyes sidekick.
Right.
Yeah. And there's talks if this goes well, we'll add Bazooka Dog maybe next series. We tried to get him in series 1. All the number of plates we're using, we got both figures on I believe 7 plates. If there was any room, we were going to try to fit Bazooka Dog on there, but it just didn't work out. So it would have been incredible to have Bazooka Dog in series 1, but hopefully we can get him in series 2.
Yeah,
he's definitely my favorite character.
He'd be awesome.
Get some Hot Gun Goth figures.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. Corey says looks aight. Raul says good boy. Bazooka Dog's the best boy. All right, let's talk about it. Ready or not? I thought this was Dexter's recommendation. Penguin wants to take credit for it. Dex, who did Penguin?
I don't know. Did he?
I don't know. I remember you in the chat saying we should watch this movie.
Yeah, because I saw it pop up.
Yeah.
I've seen it obviously in the theater when it came out, but yeah, it's fine. He is the ice pick, so
yeah. Movie. This woman marries into this very wealthy family. They're board game moguls. That's what their family money comes from. And she marries one of the sons. Family doesn't seem to really care for her. And they have a tradition. Anyone who marries into the family at midnight, you have to play a game. The father of the family, head of the house, he gives this big explanation saying that this is the tradition that they're the founder of the company started, and the game you will decide will be on a card. You might get like checkers, go fish, whatever. So the bride, she pulls.
Various box they choose it from.
Yeah. So she pulls her card, and it's hide and seek. And what she, unbeknownst to her, any other game would have been fine. They would have just played the game. Hide and seek, if she's found, she's sacrificed to Satan or the founder of this company, who
I
they
forget
believe.
the guy's name. I think it's
Well,
Satan,
they were chanting for Satan when they were
at the end. Yeah.
So
it started with an L. It was like lay something like
they believe their family fortune is connected to this supernatural entity. If they don't make the sacrifice, they will all die. The whole family believes this. This is what they've grown up on. So she thinks she's playing hide and seek. She goes and hides her husband, who is I guess is he the oldest son or the youngest son? That's what I was a little confused. In the beginning, they show the two brothers.
Yeah,
I think Adam Brody is the older one.
The older one? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. So the youngest brother, he marries, and he says he'll go along with this, but he has a plan that he is going to get his wife out of the house as soon as possible. He tells her to meet him at his bedroom, and he's going to sneak her out. Except like she doesn't really believe, like she doesn't know what's up because he doesn't explain things. Well, one of the people in the family is a little trigger happy, and she saw the maid and thought it was the newest member of the family, and she shoots the maid. And that's when she realizes, this isn't just hide and seek. There's something more to it. That's when the husband explains things to her. Now, if you love this woman, would you bring her to this? He said he knew she would leave if he didn't marry her, so that's why he married her.
Yeah, he was like between a rock and a hard place. He's like, I knew you'd leave me if I didn't marry you, and I knew you'd leave me if I told you about this crazy thing my family does. So he's like
stupid.
He didn't know they were going to pick that particular game. Like that particular one is the one,
He said it's only happened like once before. Yeah.
Yeah, in 30 years ago. So no one's picked that card for 30 years.
Exactly,
So he could just kind of skate by.
Yeah. Penguin says, I suggested it in chat because they just added to Tubi, and then Dexter read my comment and said, yeah, that's a great movie. Okay. All right.
Pick.
So, Dex with the stolen valor trying to take
Mark's bringing receipts.
Corey says no Elden Ring game card. Who knows what else? There's a whole deck of cards. Maybe there is
like strip poker.
Yeah. Penguin says the actress is Agent Smith from Matrix V for Vendetta's niece in real life.
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving. Yeah.
Okay.
We got.
I liked her actually. She
Cantray Game.
He's from my Discord.
Thank you for joining us. Penguin says he actually loves his wife. Adam Brody hates his wife. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
Adam Brody was like the only like good dude in the movie.
You know what's cool, Mark, is most of the film. I mean, it's filmed in a couple of places, but most of it was in this place called Casa Loma, and that's in Toronto, up in Canada. And we got to visit it. Like when we went up there, me and my family.
Yeah,
it was really cool. They shot tons of movies. Like X-Men was shot there.
Oh, nice.
Like all kinds of like TV shows, movies. So it's cool to see it because a lot of the places Kim and I were like standing in those hallways that they were shooting like all the scenes. So it's kind of neat to see that.
Cool.
Penguin says statistically he was right. Her picking hide and seek was a big fluke. So here's the thing. Even if she did pick a card, when someone else marries, like one of the little kids grows up in, I don't know, 15 years and gets married, he's going to have to then explain to his wife, hey, there's a possibility we might have to kill someone tonight.
Eventually, yeah, right.
So Adam Brody, when he says when he explained that to his wife, she was all for it. She was like, let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, they're like multi-billionaires, so all they care
like
about is money.
circumstances, right?
Yeah, she said like I guess she came from a poor background or hard times or something.
To take.
Would you take that risk, Dex?
No, money is not that important to me, Mark. So probably not. No.
Enrico?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Because what is it like a regular deck of cards? Was it 64 cards?
Well, if you remember, wasn't it blank when she put it in the thing, or is that like a card trick thing?
Well, the ghost decides what
that's
the game is.
Right.
I don't know. That's not really statistics. That's whatever the ghost decides then.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mark, would you take the chance?
I'd probably maybe. I don't think so. Money's not that important to me either.
Nah, no way. No, I like sure things. I don't like risk.
Yeah.
I'm
not a gambler.
Same here. Yep.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal with that, though, Mark. You know, I mean, look, and maybe I'm just a jerk sometimes, but you're not the one in trouble.
Right.
The girl's gonna get it, or whoever.
Well, technically, because you're also gambling on the fact that you actually can get.
Well,
her.
I'm saying, like, what if I married into the family? If you married into the family,
if you think about it, too, guys, like nobody in that family was happy. Like not one of them. I mean, they all had their individual quirks, whatever, but nobody seemed happy.
Well, that one family, I guess the daughter, she seemed like she was the trigger happy one. I guess she seemed pretty. No, I guess she was messed up too. The cokehead, yeah. But
no, I'm just kidding, really. No, I don't think I would do it. That's too crazy.
So once she realizes that they're trying to kill her, her husband tries to sneak her out through the the secret halls where the servants walk, and he says, when you get down to the end of the hall, go through the kitchen door. Well, there's two doors, and she doesn't know which one to go to, so she picks the wrong one. And again, she's like being chased by the family. Adam Brody finds her in I forget the study or whatever, and she's like begging him not to kill her, and he's like, look, I like you. He goes, but I have to I have to let him know you're here. I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to let him know you're here. And he gives her a head start, and then he calls the rest of his family, and when they show up, she's long gone. And he was like, oh, I missed her, and they just think he's a screw up. His wife sort of knows that he's he's not really into this.
Right.
But like she came from poor background, rough background, so she's all in on this.
She's not a good person.
Agent Cub in the house. He says, "What's up? What's Ready or Not about?" We're explaining it. It's a woman she marries into a rich family. They made their money from board games, and at midnight they make her play a game to be part of the family. She picks hide and seek. Any other game, it would have just been a game, but hide and seek. If she picks that, she has to be sacrificed if she's caught, because they believe all their fortune comes from this entity that will punish them if they don't give them a sacrifice when hide and seek is picked. So she's on the run. Her husband is eventually, they realize that he's trying to help her escape. So he is locked up after he unlocks all the doors and windows in the house, and then destroys the keyboards or whatever, the control panels. So all the doors and windows are now unlocked. Even the butler, I guess, he was controlling the cameras. He's in on it too, because he finds her in the kitchen. She hits him with a pot of boiling tea or something. Yeah, his face is all burned up.
You got Jack.
But yeah,
she escapes, right?
Yeah, she escapes. She eventually makes it outside, and she goes out into the barn. Would you have gone to the barn, or would you have just like, I don't know? I guess she was trying to hide.
Yeah.
But she's in the barn, and then someone comes in, and it's one of the little kids, and she thinks, the little kids aren't in on this because, they put them to sleep before all this happened. Well, she sees the little kid. I think his name was Georgie or something.
Yeah.
And she like starts whispering to him. He has a gun on him. He shoots her right through the hand, puts a huge hole in her hand. She knocks him out with a punch.
That was I laughed out loud. That was so satisfying. He like she just like punched him in the face.
Punches a little kid.
Good shot in the hand, like the Brandon Lee in The Crow.
Yeah.
The little hole. Yeah, right.
But
hey,
then
Mark,
she,
I gotta pick a little fight with Penguin here, and on his comment, he said I would 100%. It's not about the money; it's about the power. But there's not really any power because like every time somebody gets married, you're like rolling the dice that your entire family's going to be like potentially killed.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're just like on a short leash. Like I don't think that's power.
I mean, so say, well, I'm going to throw out a theory at the end, but let's check up in the comments. Penguin says regular deck I thought was 52 cards, not 64. Okay. Penguin 100% in. It's not just money, it's power. 52 pickup where I have to pick up the entire 52 cards. There, yeah. So the bride, she trips and she falls into this pit in the barn.
Yeah, it was like
the goat pit. And there's all these dead bodies. We see the guy who got killed in the beginning of the movie 30 years ago. He still has some arrows in his gut.
his wife actually was the old lady.
Yeah, the aunt.
Yeah,
the aunt who looks absolutely evil.
Yeah,
I hated her so much.
Yeah.
She has this like awful haircut, and well, it's kind of similar to mine, but it looks better on me.
He had the Poulton cut.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good on guys, not so good on women.
Mark rocks it. So
yeah, but so she falls in there. Then she has to climb out, and the ladder's all rotted. And I saw this coming a mile away. And when she gets to the top, there's this nail sticking out, and when she puts her hand on to grab the ledge, the nail goes right through the hole in her hand. But she's a survivor. She gets out of there. She makes a run for the gate, and she finds a loose rod on the gate and breaks that off and fits through. A passing car goes by, and they just they stop and just tell her to get out of the street, and they ride off. So she goes through the woods. The butler is in a car. He's tracking her down. He apologized to the family for letting her escape, but he says he'll have her and bring her back. And he does capture her, and he ties her up and throws her in the back of the car. And he's live streaming or like FaceTiming or whatever the family, saying he's bringing her back. And she wakes up and she kicks him in the back of the head a couple times. The car crashes into the woods, rolls over. He's knocked out or dead.
He might have been killed.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at that point, was he?
I forget. But she gets out and she's trying to escape, and that's when Adam Brody finds her, and he's talking to her. He's trying to calm her down.
Didn't the butler break the rules, Mark? Because they said that they have to play it the same way that the founder did, and that's why they didn't have any security cameras on or anything. And this guy's like FaceTiming and like using his phone the whole time.
Well, at that point, they kind of threw the rules out.
The car wreck.
I didn't.
I think you're right. I think he did die. He came back after she choked him. Then he came back, took the car. Okay. Then he grabbed it and he died.
They were like, we were just playing it by how he did it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they were saying that or if it was set up by the demon, and like that's how the rules were supposed to be.
Because they said, oh, if he was still alive, he would use the security cameras. He would use every advantage he had.
But they were getting desperate too, because the sun.
Yeah, because the sun was coming up, and they had to make the sacrifice by dawn.
I liked when the fat guy was looking up YouTube videos on how to use a bow and arrow or whatever, like a crossbow.
Like pacts with the devil, real or bullshit?
Right.
That was great too.
Penguin says everyone is going to die anyways. Might as well run a gaming empire too.
That's
so. They bring her back, but she escapes again, and she kills the mom, right? And that's when her husband, he finally frees himself from the handcuffs, and he sees that she has killed his mom. He sees his brother is dead as well, because the brother was helping her, had like right as they were going to sacrifice her, he had a conscience, and he poisoned his family.
Right.
And he helped her escape, but his wife chased after him and shot him in the throat.
Yeah.
That was not helpful.
Yeah. So the husband finally comes and he sees that his mom's dead, his brother's dead, and he was like, "You're never going to stay with me after this, are you?" And she like backs away from him. So that's when he turns on her and captures her and says, "I got her. Sun's about to come up. They're about to do the sacrifice. They're making the chant to Satan or whatever." And just as he comes down with the dagger, she turns and gets stabbed in the shoulder. She rolls off the table. They're all trying to kill her, especially the aunt. And then they realize that the sun's up, and they pull open the curtains and they think they're going to perish from the sunlight, but nothing happens. And you're waiting, you're thinking, oh, this is all bullshit, right? Then the aunt says, well, we still have to. She goes, I'm still making a sacrifice, and she's about to kill the wife, and the bride, and boom, she explodes. I did not see this coming.
That was awesome, right?
Yeah, she explodes. I think like the daughter's husband explodes. She and the kids go running out of the room. They explode
off screen, of course.
Yeah,
it would have been cool to see the kids blowing up, but I guess they couldn't.
I like that they blew up off screen. At least they did blow up.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, that one kid deserved it.
Yeah,
Georgie.
Yeah. The dad explodes. Everyone explodes except her husband,
Alex. Yeah.
And I guess like if your spouse survives, you survive, because when she goes, I want a divorce, she takes off the ring, he explodes.
He explodes when she hits him with the ring, which is great.
Right.
So meanwhile, the house is on fire because of she like threw a lantern on the ground at one point.
Yeah.
So this house is.
I'm sorry, but you made a good point. So is that true? If he stayed married to her, he wouldn't have exploded?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know if it was just perfect timing or what.
Because that's a good theory. I just didn't know if that was.
It was kind of delayed, so it does lend to maybe that's a possibility. Yeah, like maybe they would have to run the games from now on. Like they were the last survivors.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know. I took it as everybody in the family aside, like from the bride is the winner. Like if you think of the third game, if you think of the game, you can only have one winner in the game, right? So
it had to be her then. Yeah,
I don't think he would win.
Okay.
So I think he lost because it's his gamble, bringing that person into the game, picking the game, having to play it. I don't know.
The only reason I think that is because it could have been it's a throwaway line, but when the mom's like choking her, she says like, you were supposed to be the next me. And I think the demon like chose her specifically to run the family. Like maybe it knew everything that was going to happen anyway. Like he chose her. That's why he made her get the card. So I don't know. I think it's kind of like subtle that he might have been behind everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
So everyone's dead except for the bride. The house is on fire. You hear the sirens coming. We see like, I don't know, firefighters or paramedics like racing behind her. Like, I need more. I want to know what happens to her, because all these people are dead. But I figure once she shows them the goat pit, she's in the clear. Like, this family's crazy.
She's got defensive wounds too, like the bullet on her hand and like the fence cuts trying to escape and stuff. So she's got like proof.
But now she's the heir to this this fortune.
Right.
Does she like she can never remarry though, because she'll have to play the game.
No, I mean she won the game, so she won all of that.
So the game's over forever?
Yeah. I would say it's probably over, because
I'd probably still, just to be safe, I would never marry.
Well, you left out the part that they actually showed. Yoon was calling it a demon. I took it as the actual devil when they show him sitting in the chair. Like,
I just think of it as like a Malbolgia or Mephisto kind of situation. He's like a devil, you know? Yeah.
Right.
His name did start with an L, so.
Someone else said they saw him. They were the only other person to see them in the chair.
That's right.
It was the kid. I mean, it was the husband.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
So I feel like that was the founder. That's the person who started the game. But was he Satan, or did he have a deal with the devil? I don't know.
I deal with the devil. That's my interpretation. Yeah.
Because they mentioned something about when they did the card. They first started the card game. I can't remember now. That's a good question. Maybe
it was a really fun movie, though. That ending when they started exploding, that took me completely by surprise.
Now, did anyone see Abigail or not? Because
no,
I haven't yet. Yeah.
Well, it's the same directors, like Matt
Yeah.
Olden and Tyler Gillette, I think.
Now, there's a similar movie where a woman, what does she do? Marry into a family of vampires?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's like a dinner. I think it's called like the
Yeah.
dinner or something like that. Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I was telling Sean that we were watching that. He says, "Are vampires in that?" And I was like, "No, that's another movie."
Yeah.
It's a cool concept. There's no
Yeah.
doubt. And I think they really killed it with this one. So
Penguin says the game is over. She did not make a deal with the devil. She survived. That family's bloodline is all gone. They lost.
Well, she's still there, and she didn't technically get a divorce, so we don't know if the demon even like considers divorce a viable option of leaving the family. So I guess it's up to the demon.
Penguin says, I believe TMC is referencing the Twilight series. No, I'm not referencing the Twilight series.
There you go.
Have you guys ever seen that meme where it's like when it's like my Twilight movie and it's like Blade walking in the background and like vampires like running from him?
Isn't that your favorite vampire movie? Twilight?
Twilight?
Yeah.
I've seen them all, but that's not my The Lost Boys. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's a Lost.
I thought
Halloween's coming up. We're gonna be watching The Lost Boys soon.
Nice.
Rollo says no sparkle vampires allowed.
Well, it's definitely it's a good time for horror because I saw actually last night, which is really bizarre because I was the only person in the theater. But Samara Weaving did a movie called Azrael, and I saw that last night. And it was she really kicked ass in that too. She could be the next new horror queen, if you will. I love
Who's in it?
Samara Weaving, the girl.
Star of this, yeah.
Yeah, she was also in like The Babysitter. She's in tons of movies, but like her horror stuff is really good. So
Babysitter was good too.
But definitely. You know who I love though, as far as a scream queen type actress, Mia Goth.
Oh, yeah, she's killing it too. Yeah. Maxine, Pearl,
I feel like
X.
she's been making a name for herself.
Amanda G says her vampires do sparkle.
Of course. That's who it was made for.
She was in the new Bill and Ted movie as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
awesome.
telling you one thing though, like this movie subverted my expectations, and I didn't expect that to happen because like I've seen a ton of movies, and as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh great, like another like run of the mill slasher until like everyone started exploding, and I'm like, all right, well they just saved this entire movie. That and like there's a bunch of comedy in it, which I liked. So I thought it was I think it's like a 7 out of 10. Like I liked it.
I'll give it more. Like I said, I saw it opening night in the theater. Me and Kim went, and we both loved it. So
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, I definitely give it a thumbs up. Penguin says both Babysitter movies are awesome.
They
Bella
are.
Thorne kept getting shot in the boob.
Yeah.
I think Bella Thorne may be doing something with Rob Liefeld too. I know they had some. Rob hinted that they had some meetings at San Diego Comic-Con.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's real nice. Sweet.
So let's see what the chat picked for next week's movie. It was between Your Next and Cutting Class. Any guesses? Anyone?
Oh, come on.
Cutting Class.
No contest.
Yes.
Cutting Class. All right, let's see. Yeah, Cutting Class is the winner. That's what we're watching next week. So, this next Sunday we'll meet here, same time, talk about Cutting Class, the biggest star power. Us and Brad Pitt talking.
That can't be his first movie, though, right?
It's got to be one of the first ones.
Yeah.
I thought it was his first movie, or at
yeah,
least,
it's 1989. Yeah,
I thought I've seen him younger than that before, but maybe not.
I think so too. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta look that up.
For once, Amanda's happy about the choice.
She'll watch that one, right?
Yeah. But this coming Friday, Writhe Payne Book 2 launches. I think 8:00. We'll be on with Mandy, and then we'll roll over to Ballers at 10. I'm not a late night guy, but I was told I have to stay up. So we'll see.
Drink on, Mark.
We'll see.
On, yeah.
Maybe I'll try to take a little power nap earlier in the day, but
they do stay, man. I've been on a couple of their streams where it goes to like 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Yeah.
We're getting old, Mark. We can't stay up that late anymore.
I know, man.
Now. I can't.
I'll have the glasses on. I'll just be here like this.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. His acting career began in 1987 with uncredited parts in films No Way Out, No Man's Land, and Less Than Zero. I saw.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I saw him in something before that.
Before, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's weird, man. 89 is cutting class.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Also got Shad in the house. What's up, Shad? Thanks for joining us. So, anything you guys would like to promote before we wrap this up?
I know I said it before, but yeah, we're getting ready, geared up for Monster Mania Con at Oaks, PA in November. So we're going to be promoting Beast of Blood and drawing all kinds of monster stuff for everybody. So it should be fun. It's going to be a good show, Mark. The whole cast of Terrifier is going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll stop by.
Alien people. So it's going to be a great show. I can't wait.
If I didn't have to drive my wife to work, I would drive down there and hang out with you guys because I want to see Terrifier in the theater too.
Yeah, man, you should.
Enrico, what's the latest with your board game?
I have a meeting on Tuesday about it, actually. So I'm hoping all of the artwork is like finalized because I just want to get out of that thing, man, and then like focus on Black Demon, and then like our next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda says, "Where's my book, Dex?"
It's coming. I'll throw some extra goodies in for you too. So
I need help. I need help from the interwebs. I'm going to use this as a platform, right? You guys and everybody else in the chat, everybody, I need help. Okay. So there's these NECA Halloween figures.
Oh, yeah. You got one of those? Cool.
The Cooper Halloween figures. I need that creature from the Black Lagoon right there. Number one. Creature.
Isn't that your favorite movie, Enrico?
He's my favorite classic monster, and I collect a lot of creature stuff. But I've been buying these things up whenever I see them.
They're hard to get too, man. So
that's really hard to get. So the creature. Funny story about the creature. I saw the creature at my local FYE in the Deptford Mall, and I had her in my hand, and I had to go do something. So I was like, yeah, I'll just come back and I'll buy it in a little bit. I came back later in the day, gone, and like I couldn't believe it. But I have a few of them. I got a few of them. I have Dracula and the Devil and Skeleton and Vampire Girl and a couple other ones. But I love that stuff. But yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon is like my favorite classic monster.
Nice.
And I need that figure. So if anybody sees it,
I'll look out for it.
Yeah, let me know. Keep an eye out. I've only seen it on eBay, and people want way too much money. So if we see it locally, or if you see it for like regular price, pick it up. I will pay you a premium.
By the way, Enrico, if you ever come out here, I live near Silver Springs National Park, and that's where they filmed like a lot of Creature of the Black Lagoon. And they do like a clear boat tour. It's like a clear bottom boat because it's like 80 feet, and you can see like every pebble on the ground because it's like the springs are so clear. But they show you like literally where they film a lot of that movie and their stuff too. So I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's cool.
No, I'd love to do that actually.
Yeah,
do that. It's like a bucket list thing. But
now, speaking of the classic monsters, next fall, correct, is when the Universal Studios Park opens up.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely booking. So I hope you are too. If we can line that.
Haunted Pizza Meetup, correct?
Yeah, gotta be.
I mean, pay your own way.
On Haunted Pizza.
Pay your own way.
I'm gonna write that into the contract. Hey, Mark, I need some money for.
There was somebody in the chat kept saying that, right, Mark? That
who was saying that?
Somebody in the chat.
It was Nicholas Gear. He's not here to start trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. We're absolutely doing that.
Yeah.
But Yoon, if there's any local shows, give me an excuse to come and do a show or something. We should do it.
You mean like comic conventions? Like
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, they just had Ocala Comic Con, but they do like there's like I think Tallahassee and Orlando, like they all have big cons.
How far are you from there? Is that pretty far?
I'm an hour from Orlando Airport, so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a bad drive. It's just right down the highway. So it's
all right, guys. Start saving your money because I'm not paying for. I got a family of 4. I got to take 5 if we count Sean. So
all right, I changed my mind, Mark. Looks like I'm marrying into another rich family. I got to
blow up.
We got to pull ready or not ourselves. Right?
Yeah.
I changed my thing, Mark. I ain't gonna marry for the money.
All right, that'll do it for this week. We'll be here this Wednesday for Revolution. Amanda says she doesn't have any local comic shops. Poor thing. All right, that'll do it, guys. We'll see you Wednesday. Remember, Writhe Payne 2 launches this Friday. Go sign up for it if you haven't yet. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you then. Later. Bye.
Peace.